Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This I'm doing your monthly finance and career reading for the month of August. And before I start, Cancerians, please see this from your rising or your sun sign more, as your sun or your rising will resonate more with finance readings. Secondly, this is not yet August, so for some of you this could be the situation playing out and you would resonate with it instantly. For some of you it is yet to play out, so you can revisit this in the first week or after 10 days, and then if it makes sense, then you should go back to it by the end of the month and see how it resonated. Okay, and thank you, Cancerians, for all the lovely messages, for all the emails that I got, for all the donations and your help that has come towards the cause that I'm supporting. And if you're a new guy here, welcome to my channel. Please do like, share, and also subscribe if you want to. I'll be thankful. And if you want to know more about me, it is there in the description below. Okay, so all right, Cancerians, let's see what we have in your career and finance for the month of August. Let's see for my Cancers for the month of August. The sun is in your second house, so it should be good. All right. What happened to you? What happened, my Cancerians? Why so low? What happened to my confident Cancerians? Something in your mind, something is going on. Okay, now as I see in your career front, the job or the work or the business or whatever you're doing till now, okay, I feel you are, in a self-denial kind of mode as of now. As if you're denying yourself the fact that maybe something is not serving you, or you need to change something, or maybe you need to focus on something. This is your current situation, okay? The current scenario of your journey so far in your career. Because I feel with the Two of Swords, this is about holding off. This is about avoiding. And as I said, self-denial. It could be denial. You could be in a very defensive mode right now. You're like, the reality is here. There's this wolf under the table. But you simply decide to turn away, look away. You are kind of in self-denial. You don't want to acknowledge that there is a problem and which needs a solution, or there is a lack of focus and you need to focus. So maybe something else, maybe matters of the heart, or maybe matters in the family, or something to do with your overall general life. Could be health, because I see the Four of Swords here. Could be health. So whatever it is, this is not letting you focus completely or accept the lack that you're having right now in your career. Maybe your career is kind of gone slow paced, and you want that speed back. But again, you're denying yourself. You are not getting that because you're too involved in personal matters, or you're too much in your matters of the heart. Maybe you're not emotionally in the right mood right now to work, but you're kind of self-denying, okay? You're denying yourself that need to improve, that need to focus back on work, okay? Now, what, your failures of the past, or the mistakes that you did in the past, in your career, because it cannot be that you are in a career and you have never made a mistake, but what your mistakes so far this year, whatever things that you did wrong in your workplace, or business decisions that you took, or things, the lesson learned or what it has taught you is the Four of Swords. So Four of Swords means some time out to rest or to recuperate, or this also means removal. In terms of career, this means removal. So, as I said, there could be some failures in your life which you are aware, or there are some certain things that are lacking in your career which you're aware, but somewhere you are in the self denial mode, because you know where the problem lies and you know the solution is to remove those problems from your life once and for all. But somewhere you are in this denial or in this mode where you think not facing them or not removing them will solve it on its own. Now it doesn't work that way. Things don't solve on their own, Cancerians. Sometimes we have to be strong and remove those things. Okay? So otherwise we will always be in the self-denial mode. Oh, I'm happy. Oh no, my career is going fine. Oh, I'm happy in my job front. Yeah, things will happen with me. But I know deep down I'm not able to give time. I know deep down I want to rest. I know deep down I'm not in the right energy. But I'm denying myself. I'm kind of overlooking that and saying everything is fine. Everything is not fine. Had everything been fine, then why so many swords energy? Okay? What you got to do is, you know, or it could be for some Cancerians, I feel you've spent more than you've earned, because what is your suggestion or what you need to focus on this month is the Four of Pentacles, which is about savings. So yeah, for some Cancerians, you could be worried. Birthday month, you could have spent a lot or you could have splurged. So this is about holdings. This is about savings. Okay. So maybe you need to focus on your savings. Maybe you've gone and committed a heavy expense. You've taken something on credit and now you know that every month you gotta pay. And that is something that is taking a toll on you, and you think if you turn your face away from it your liability will go, but no, you have taken on that liability and now you have to pay. So you have to focus on your budget, you have to focus on your expenses, okay, and focus on your savings. Start savings. What is happening around you in your work environment, as I see, is the Five of Swords. So this could mean, the energy of regrets. Maybe you regret some decisions. Maybe, as I said, for some Cancerians, it could be some heavy expenses that you did in July or some liability that you have taken on in July. And now you are, kind of worried, but you're trying to look away from it, but looking away from it will not solve it. It is a matter of concern because it is affecting your savings, and Cancerians are such people, they need a fat bank balance to feel secure. So something has happened which has kind of shaken your security. So with the Four of Pentacles, you need to focus on savings because I see in your current situation, you have certain regrets. Okay? You have certain regrets. You have some, or maybe you ended up in some argument with somebody in your professional life. Could be a boss, could be a subordinate, could be a colleague, could be a customer, could be a client, which was important, which was an important cash flow, or somebody who was affecting your revenue at the end of the month. Now, because you had arguments with that person, now you are you're trying to face away from it. You're trying to think, oh, nothing will happen. Oh, it was just, I had to say it. But deep down, you know that, you need to resolve that argument because that argument didn't do you any good. Okay? So it could be like you have to put some arguments aside. And because you have to put it aside, you're kind of taking some time out and you are in two minds. Okay? Should I not? What should I say? How should I approach? I know I did something like, I behaved like a fool. I made a fool of myself, but so did that guy. Even he started it. It's like kids fighting. It's like, not me, not me. It was him and it was her. That kind of argument. Or you could be regretting some decision that you made in your career, which definitely didn't pay off yet. What you need to pay attention to is the Ten of Wands. So maybe you need to pay attention to your responsibilities. Have you taken on a lot more than what you can deliver? That's the reason of your dilemma. Maybe because you're starting with the Two of Swords, so definitely you're in a dilemma and you need rest. And that has been taught to you from your past mistakes, that take only that much that you can deliver. Don't overcommit. Don't overcommit. And maybe you've done that, and now you need to, maybe you've taken too much of responsibilities in family, or you've taken too much of responsibilities at work, and now you need to focus on the Four of Pentacles. You have to hold on to your energy, to your savings, to your money. So your commitment has kind of pushed you towards that dilemma. And so your tarot is advising that it's time you stop regretting. Put aside any argument if you have had with anybody. Revisit the responsibilities that you have taken. Revisit those responsibilities. If you have taken an overload or overburdened yourself with responsibilities, this is the time to put down those wands. Start delegating. Who else had it? I think Virgo had this Ten of Wands. So it's a similar kind of energy where you've overworked and overcommitted, taken too much of responsibility, more than that, what you can carry. So you got to delegate. Okay. Now, what I see, if you take risks, or if you plan something, or if you're starting something new this month, Cancerians, then I have the Three of Wands for you as the outcome. So it is about, things are going to get into motion. It will definitely progress towards, it's going to progress ahead, but it will not bring you result immediate. It will not bring you instant gratification. You got to wait. So if you have taken a risk or planning something new, or if you are somebody who earns from trading, speculations, investments, and trading day in, day out, then this month you got to wait. Things will move ahead. Definitely, it's a very positive card. Things will move ahead. Things will come into motion. You will gradually see the demand. Let's say you're a trader, so you will see the demand of your product increasing, but it'll not catch fire. Okay, you have to still wait. If it's a new idea and you've started something new, you will not see immediate result, but you have to consistently wait for it or do it, because then you will see one response, two response, then that increases to 5, then it goes to 6. So it's a gradual progress. It's a gradual road ahead. So if you can do that, along with, without any commitment or without any financial burden on, or without burdening yourself financially, go ahead and do it. But if it involves some investments, and if it kind of pinches your penny or your pocket, or if it's kind of, you have to go through some belt tightening, then I would suggest don't do that in that case. Okay. All right, so let's pull some oracle advice and see. But it is all about, Cancerians, what I feel is, avoiding a situation will not solve it on its own. Sometimes you gotta man up and face it. Okay, face it. Just running back into the crabby shell is not going to solve it. So you got to come out of the shell, be that hard-shelled and ruthless crab, and face it. And if there are conflicts around you, try to solve it as much as possible. Otherwise, remove them. Else remove them. But don't let them hanging. And secondly, pay attention to the responsibilities. Don't have to be a yes man or a yes girl in your organization. You do not have to say yes to everybody. Okay? So, all right. So let's see what we have as the oracle advice for you. Travel, same energy as the chariot card. So you could be, your life purpose could involve traveling. So maybe you need to travel, or maybe you need to move. As I said, with this, Four of Swords, it could mean that remove or you move yourself from that situation. So Five of Swords also mean the same thing. It's like resolving conflicts. As I said, either you resolve the conflicts or remove those people. So travel could be another indicator of that. Or you could be, if you're a Cancerian, thinking of traveling. The Three of Wands is again looking ahead, looking forward, okay, for things in your life. So if you are looking at, with the Three of Wands in your risk position, yeah, if you are planning for traveling, or if you're planning to see the world or go out of your location in search of a job, yeah, this could be a good time. This could be, which can open new worlds and new possibilities for you. You might start something, but once you start, it will not immediately pick pace. It will take time, but it'll gradually progress in August. Okay, so good time if you want to travel, you can do that, Cancerians, but don't take unnecessary risks, because with the Four of Pentacles, pay attention to your savings. All right, Cancerians, that's all I had for your finance and career. I'll see you again with your general and love readings. Till then, stay positive, stay strong. Bye.